Welcome to yet another session in molecular biology, and here we will be continuing with the repetitive DNA sequences of eukaryotic genome. As already mentioned, the eukaryotic genome it is composed of unique DNA sequences or a single copy DNA sequences, highly repetitive and moderately repetitive DNA sequences. So in the last presentation, we looked into in detail the moderately repetitive sequences, which are of two types, tandem repeats and interspersed DNA sequences. The interspersed sequences can be further divided into two based upon the sequence length, signs and lines, that is short interspersed repeat sequence and long interspersed repeat sequence. And these are the examples which we referred in the previous presentation. This presentation will be looking in detail the highly repetitive DNA sequences of the eukaryotic genome. The highly repetitive DNA sequences, they are short sequences as compared with the moderately repeated sequences. Here we can see that each sequence which is getting repeated, it is composed of base pair. Usually the length span may be less than 10 base pairs. Okay, often less than 10 base pairs. And it is usually present in 10 raised to 5 to 10 raised to 7 copies. But the number of copies may be more, while the each of the copy which is repeated, it may be smaller as compared with the moderately repetitive DNA sequences. Now, these sequences, they are repeated in tandem and they are usually clustered in certain specific regions of the chromosome. So what are those regions? These highly repetitive DNA sequences, they are usually clustered around heterochromatic regions of the chromosome, which include the centromeres and telomeres. I hope you know what is centromere and telomere of a chromosome, right? The what do you call the centromere? It is actually the sequence of DNA that functions during the cell division, and it functions as an attachment for proteins that link the chromosome to the mitotic spindle. I hope you remember that during the mitosis, the sister chromatids, they get separated, and these sister chromatids, they move to opposite poles, right? And how they are being moved into the poles? It is by way of the spindle fibers. So it is these centromeres which act as the attachment site for the spindle fibers during the mitotic phase. Okay, so this attachment, it is essential for the equal distribution of the chromosomes to the daughter cells produced. Now, the sequence is essential to centromere function. It is about 130 base pairs length, and they are very rich in the AT pairs, that is adenine thymine the residue, the base pairs. It is these particular centromeric region, it is what you call rich in AT pairs. And this centromeric sequences of higher eukaryotes, they are longer than the lower eukaryotes like yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, usually the yeast contains smaller, simple sequences, DNA sequences, while the higher eukaryotes, the centromeric region usually have a longer repeat sequences. Okay. Now, these sequences, it consists of thousands of tandem copies of one or a few short sequences of 5 to 10 base pairs. As already mentioned, as such, the highly repetitive DNA sequences, usually they are less than 10 base pairs in length, isn't it? Now, specifically, the centromeric region, they do have tandem copies, thousands of tandem copies of one or a few short sequences of 5 to 10 base pairs in length. Okay, and it is arranged in the same orientation. Okay. Now, regarding the telomeres, they are sequences located at the end of the eukaryotic chromosomes and usually helping in stabilizing the chromosomes. Okay. Now, the telomeres, when you look into the sequences, these yeast telomeres, which had been very well sequenced, we can see the yeast telomeres, they end with about 100 base pairs of repeated sequences like ATGC rich region. It will be like five one DNA strand. If you look, it will be 5' end with T and G. Okay, so GT sequence it will be, right? Now here you can see the number of telomere repeats. It may range from 20 to 100 for most of the single cell eukaryotes, and generally, as already mentioned, it will be more in the case of the higher eukaryotes. Okay, it may even reach 1500 repeats in mammals. So the ends of the linear DNA molecules, they cannot routinely get replicated by the cellular replication machinery, and these repeated telomeric sequences here are usually added to eukaryotic chromosomes like by the enzyme telomerase. It is not produced during the replication process. Instead, these telomeric DNA sequences, they are added by the telomerase enzyme after the replication process is completed. Okay, now we can see the highly repetitive DNA sequences that are usually referred as satellite DNA. Actually, the term satellus in Latin, it means subordinate or an attendant. Right. These satellite DNAs, they don't usually get expressed. They rarely get transcribed into RNA. They don't get encoded into proteins. So these highly repetitive DNA sequences, as already mentioned in the previous video, we saw that they are non-functional. That is, they are transcription-wise as well as translation-wise, they are inactive, right? And we can see that 18%, this is just an example, 18% of the genome of Drosophila melanogaster consists of highly repetitive DNA, as against this, like another species of the same genus, the Drosophila virilis, which do have 45% of the genome being highly repetitive. So what does it mean? That is, it is specific. Even though it doesn't have any specific role, but they do have, these can be used for DNA fingerprinting to distinguish from one to another species or one to other organism. Okay, so highly repetitive DNA sequences are, we can see it is different from one species to another. Now, highly repetitive DNA sequences, based upon their average size of the repeat units, it could be divided into three subclasses. Satellite DNA, which includes which may span from each of the repeat units, it may span from 100 kilobases to 5,000 kilobases, right? It is very large. Mini satellite DNA, it is ranging between 100 base pairs to 20 kilobases. The microsatellite DNA, it may be less than 1,500 base pairs. Usually, 4 base pairs or less. The length will be very small. Micro, it is very smallest one. Okay, so we'll look into the mini satellite and microsatellite in detail. Mini satellites, they are usually referred as variable number tandem repeats or VNTRs. They are usually found within the intronic regions, that is the a part of the intron, that is the intervening sequences, and also between the genes. Okay, intergenic sequences and intragenic sequences, you can see it with they may be found within the intronic region of a operon. Okay, then we can it consists of usually repeated units of 20 to 500 base pairs length. The size differences, it is due to the number of repeats, and these can be actually differentiated or determined by the PCR, polymerase chain reaction. And these, you can see that it is variable, as already mentioned, and it can be considered as an allelic. Then in humans, 90% of the mini satellites, they are located at subtelomeric region. I hope you remember what is telomeric region. It is found just before the telomeric region. And we can find two separate sections, that is hypervariable mini satellite DNA and the telomeric DNA as the mini satellites DNA sequences in the case of humans. Regarding the microsatellites, if you see, microsatellites are variable blocks of short repeating nucleotide sequences, usually, for example, the CA repeats, okay, which is very common in humans. You can see it may be like in this case 5 prime CA, CA, CA 3 prime, that is 3 repeats. You can see here 5 repeats of CA can be found. Right, so such kind of repeats it is very common among humans, and as you can see here, 2 nucleotides are being repeated. So the repeating units in the case of microsatellite DNA, it may include 1 to 4 base pairs length, and it may be repeated 2 to about 10 times. So each allele, it is defined by the number of repeats. Here you can see allelic variants, right? So allelic variants differ in the number of tandemly repeated the mini satellite DNA sequences, and these usually occur in the non-coding regions. As already mentioned, it could be in the intronic region or the intergenic region between the genes. So it's not going to get transcribed or translated. So in those regions, we can find these mini satellite DNAs, and they are allelic variants. Okay, that means it is each allele, it could have specific number of these repeats of microsatellite DNA. As already mentioned, the most common microsatellite DNA found in humans, it is CA repeats, repeated maybe like 5 to 50 times, right? And they are also referred as short tandem repeat sequences or simple sequence repeat. As we have seen that it is usually recognized or found in intergenic, that is between the genes, and intronic regions of DNA. Now here you can see, uh, like here it is almost like a 7 base pair sequence, which is actually repeated 2 times, 3 times, and 6 times. You can see this is tandemly repeated one after the other, and usually getting clustered in a particular region. So this figure here, it shows how the microsatellites and mini satellites are here. So microsatellites, the repeated sequence, the length will be smaller. For example, here you can see CA, CA, CA likewise, right? But in the case of mini satellites, the length of the repeat sequence will be more. Here you can see starting from TTA ending in GGG, right? Over here, TTA, you can see here. So the length of the repeat sequence here, 2 times it is being repeated. So but each of the repeating unit, it is longer in the case of mini satellite, and compared with the microsatellite. This one is single nucleotide polymorphism. What does it say? Actually, there is only one nucleotide change in the sequence. Okay, so here we are actually comparing two different chromosomes, and what you could find is the number, it will be different. For example, this is a sequence over here. Here there is the difference between these two chromosomes from two different individuals, or it could be, you remember, two different alleles it could be. Okay, so here you can see this is the only point where there is a difference, and hence it is known as single nucleotide polymorphism. Comparing the microsatellite sequences of two different chromosomes, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times it is repeated. The same sequence here, it is repeated only 5 times. Okay, mini satellite, there's just one sequence over here, but here it is being duplicated to form two sequences one after the other. So it can be taken as a what you call fingerprinting sequences that can be used to differentiate one chromosome from the other, or one from two chromosome sequences from two different individuals or such. Okay, now here you can see this is a telomere region, and this is the subtelomeric region, and this one is this centromeric region. So here you can see the telomere sequences. Of course, it is tandem repeats of TTA, GGG, mini satellite DNA sequence, right? And usually the length will be several kilobases. And these darker bands, they represent the microsatellites. Usually these microsatellite DNA sequences, they are widely dispersed over the chromosomes or the genome. Now, coming to the this one, the centromeric region, yet another repetitive sequence found over here. It is a satellite DNA component, usually ranging several megabases, MBs. Okay. Now, the subtelomeric region, it is hypervariable mini satellite DNA, very close to the telomere, but it doesn't come under the telomeric region. Hence, it is referred as the subtelomeric region. So these are the different the what you call, how these different kinds of repetitive DNA sequences are distributed on a particular chromosome. Okay. Now, this is just a summary of all the repetitive DNA sequences found in the eukaryotic genome. You can see highly repetitive DNA sequences, the satellite DNA. You can find three kinds, that is microsatellite, mini satellite, and telomere. It is actually a type of the mini satellite DNA itself. So we have two kinds, microsatellite and mini satellite. Microsatellite, it is otherwise referred as tandem repeats or variable number tandem repeats, and it could the length may be like 2.8 base pairs, and it may be repeated 5 to 50 times, usually found in centromere heterochromatized region. Now, the mini satellite, it may range range from 10 to 60 base pairs in length, and it could be repeated many times, plenty of times. And the location, it is dispersed all around the genome, and it do have a function in gene regulation. Okay. Now, telomere, as already mentioned, it is found in the chromosome ends. Usually, it is extending 4 to 6 base pairs. Moderately repetitive sequences, examples, transposons and rRNA genes. Okay, so this is about the DNA, eukaryotic genome. Fine, thank you.